Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Zoe.
Welcome to the Duo Kitchen.
Hi, my name's Nikki and I'm taking over Duo Kitchen today. So I'm the baker of the house, but sometimes my recipes fail. So I decided that I'm gonna start looking up recipes on the internet. And my mom said that if you filmed me, I would get to experiment as much as I wanted. So, of course I gotta say yes. So I'm calling the series, Will It Bake Wednesdays?
So Nikki, what are you making today?
Today I'm making cake mix cookies. They're really simple and they have about 3 or 4 ingredients.
Okay, let's try it. Preheat the oven to 350.
So we're going to be using a standard white cake mix, which is right here. 1/3 of a cup of butter. 1/4 of a cup of sprinkles. We prefer rainbow. And 2 eggs.
What else you need?
You may need a sifter, scissors, a bowl, and a spatula, and something to spoon the cake mix onto the pan, which we have already lined with parchment paper. So we're gonna pour our cake mix into our sifter. And just begin sifting that into our bowl. So now we're just gonna beat the eggs. And add them into our dry ingredients. Now we're gonna add butter. It's been softened, it's been out for a little while. You don't need to melt it, just make sure that it's room temperature. Okay, now we're gonna slowly mix it. You need to be careful because there's a lot of dough. So our cookie dough is ready and we're going to add in 1/4 of a cup of rainbow sprinkles. And before you add it all in, we're gonna make sure to save a couple of them for later. And you can just pour that in. And we're gonna mix it and make sure that it's evenly spread throughout the dough. So our cookie dough is mixed and I'm gonna use a 1 tablespoon measurement to scoop up the dough. Can overflow, and we're gonna put it onto our parchment paper.
Wow, that's huge. That's like an ice cream.
They're gonna be big cookies.
Cute.
Make sure to leave some space just so that it can spread. Don't worry, my hands are clean. So we've made about 10 cookies and I'm gonna use the leftover sprinkles and just pat them on top for aesthetic reasons and to give it that crunch.
Looks so pretty.
I know, right? If smell-o-vision existed, y'all would be, your mouths would be watering.
Beautiful.
Ta-da! Delicious.
Now we are ready to go into oven.
So we're gonna put this in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. For crunchier cookies, so I'm probably gonna put it in for about 9 minutes. Let me clean off the counter.
Mommy said what? You always left a mess, so you need to clean your mess up. Look at that.
This is the aftermath of my baking. I'll clean it later. It's fine. They didn't spread out.
Oh. So what's that?
They're more like biscuits. Maybe I didn't watch the video all the way.
You didn't watch the video all the way? So, what's wrong?
I think I might have either not flattened them down or made them too big. So now they're biscuits.
So, did they say that need to flatten it?
Hold on. So this is how they were supposed to look. And this is how they turned out. We checked, and I don't think I did anything wrong. We'll link the recipe down in the description so you can see the video and maybe tell me if I did anything wrong. Please help. I was looking forward to these cookies, and now they're biscuits.
Okay, but you can still taste test it. Let's do it. How was it? Is it cooked all the way?
I think it's still raw.
Let me see inside. We need to put it in a bag. Bake another 2-3 minutes maybe. That's okay. They didn't say how many you should make. Like how big of a cookie dough you need to put together. Maybe it's too thick. Too big a chunk.
I can't say anything. I still have the cookie in my mouth. It's still raw. I don't want to swallow it.
Okay, we'll be back. We'll be back. This is how we're gonna fix it. We're gonna smash it down.
And cook it longer. Hopefully, it was just because it didn't cook long enough, and it'll spread then.
Well, you also put 9 minutes instead of 10 minutes.
I mean, it said
So-
8 to 10 minutes.
Right. So
Maybe I think I just made them too big. So it needs to cook longer, and it also means it takes time to spread out. But now that we flattened it, it might be like extra crunchy.
we'll see, okay?
Oh Lord. And I was feeling so good about myself about this recipe. I was so sure that it wouldn't fail, and then I took it out.
That's okay.
And I was like, okay, maybe it's just gonna be a biscuit. It's still gonna taste delicious. And then I bit it, and it was raw. And now I'm not so sure. That was the glove, I swear. Wish me luck. Putting it in for the second time today. I really hope this works.
We're gonna do what, 2 minutes maybe?
Let's do 3.
3 is too long. You can test it using a toothpick.
Okay. So it's been 2 minutes. We have our best friend toothpick. Just gonna. I don't know if that's cooked.
Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. I think it's still raw.
That's
so
raw.
gonna put it in another 2 minutes maybe.
I told you 3 minutes. Once again, another 2 minutes has passed. It smells really good, but I don't think.
I think it's pretty good.
Ooh. Should I take it out?
Yeah, I think you need to take it out and then let it rest.
Okay.
Okay, let's take it out.
Oh God. Baking is hard. I always fail. But then sometimes it turns out okay and I'm like, yay. This time I was so sure.
Okay, we're gonna let it sit for 2 minutes and then we come back.
This recipe got my hopes up.
Okay, go.
So I think it's ready. This time I can actually hold it up. So that's a good sign.
Try it.
It's not raw.
Let me see. Ah, that's doing pretty good.
I think we might need to bake it a little bit more. There's a little bit of raw.
Really?
Just the slightest bit. Unless it's just this type of cookie.
Mm. How's it taste?
It tastes good. It tastes delicious. But they still look like biscuits.
Well, will they say it's successful?
Kind of. I still think we need to cook this longer because it's a little bit raw. But it tastes good. So I guess. Appearance wise, 6 out of 10. Flavor, 10 out of 10. Cooking time, -5 because that's how much we had to cook it.
So I think, what is the problems?
I made it too big, which meant that I'd have to cook it longer, and I didn't cook it long enough. Also, it might be because it was that big that it didn't spread out that much, or it just might be something else. Y'all can take a look at the recipe yourself. Maybe try it. Just learn from my mistakes. Don't make it too big. Make sure to check the recipe in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Happy eating!